I once dated this guy in the past. I got to meet his dad, and it was only his dad because he had lost his mom. And he was also living with his dad. I didn't have a problem with that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has stages in life where they grow up and they want to become independent or whatever. But we were dating, things were going good, and then one day my father-in-law called me and he was like, "How you doing, beautiful?" I said, in my head I'm going like, "Beautiful." Okay, I just took it as a compliment. I was like, "I'm fine. How you doing?" He was like, "Well, I'll be doing great if you let me take you out." I'm like, "Take me out?" He was like, "Yeah, I want to take you out because I know my son is not doing you right." I'm like, "What do you mean? I don't have any problem with him right now." He was like, "Nah, but I need to take you out and wine you and dine you the right way." I'm like, "So you serious?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm serious. My son doesn't deserve you." I mean, like, come on now. Can't you see he's living with me and he's always going from one job to another? He ain't serious for life. How can you be a 28-year-old man? You never been to college. You can't keep a job. You have no plans for your life. If a man don't have a plan, he ain't ready for a woman. And I don't think my son is good for you. So I want to treat you the way he's supposed to treat you. I was like, whoa, this is too much. Like, and how do you think your son's gonna feel about it? He was like, "It don't matter. I promise you, this relationship is not gonna go anywhere anyways. And you have two young kids. You need a real man in your life. Before we talk too much, can I just take you out?" I'm like, dang. I'm like, this is not right. I never heard of this before. He was like, "Oh, trust me, it happens. And a woman like you deserve a man who will take care of you and those kids." I'm like, "Man, can I just think about it?" He was like, "You can think about it over dinner this evening. Let me just treat you. I'm not saying I'm ready to, go out all out and do anything with you, but let me just treat you out to a date this evening. You can think about it." I'm like, "Oh my God, okay, okay." So I accepted, and he picked me up and we went out downtown to one of those, restaurants that say sits on the top floor where you go and sit and see the beautiful skylines of the city and stuff like that. I had myself a good time and stuff like that. And he took me grocery shopping after that and everything. And I came home. I'm like, man, that felt good because his son really wasn't doing none of that. So when I came home, I started really thinking about it because really, I mean, I need a real man in my life, anyways. So it didn't take me but a couple of weeks, and I called my so-called boyfriend. I'm like, I don't think I can do this anymore. And he was like, "What do you mean you can't do this anymore?" I'm like, this relationship, I can't do it anymore. I mean, like, you're not ready for any woman that has two kids. You're still living with your dad and you're not really stable. I need something else. He was like, "All right, whatever, man. I got more than one of you anyway, and I ain't trying to be dad to your kids anyways." I was like, "Okay, you made it more easier for me. All right, bye." So I hung up the phone and I called my father-in-law, soon to be my boyfriend. I called him. I said, "Hey, I thought about what you said, and I feel like I should give you a chance because," and I give him another story. I said, "Because I caught your son cheating." He was like, "I told you. I told you he wasn't going to take you nowhere. This relationship was just going to not become anything." I was like, "Okay, let's just leave that alone. But I just wanted to let you know that you have a chance." He was like, "That's my baby. That's my baby." I was like, and I started blushing already. He was like, "You know what? I want to take you out shopping." I was like, "No problem." He took me out shopping. I mean, I invited him to the house. He came. I mean, this man looked in my closet. He looked in the refrigerator. He was looking everywhere, looking for stuff that I might need. And I mean, I started telling him things I needed, and he went all out. He shopped for me, okay? He was a retired commanding officer from the Navy. He had real estate property and stuff like that. He was good. So as time went by, I'm already looking at my own bills like, damn, when is he gonna consider me moving in the house? And how am I gonna move in with his son staying with him? But I can't be the one to tell him to kick his son out. You know, I need to take it easy, let the man lead or whatsoever. So eventually, he calls me one day and he was like, I kicked him out. I'm like, who? He was like, I kicked my son out, your ex. I was like, what? And man, y'all don't understand. That had me so excited. And he was like, yeah, because I need my woman to move in. I can't have him here, obviously. I was like, oh my God. Are you sure about this? He was like, of course, I'm sure. He's a grown man. He need to find his own place. Hang tight. Part two up next. I'm going to try not to waste too much time. But y'all better not put too much pressure on me either, okay?